Hey everybody, this is Shawn Powell, and I'm actually going to be answering some questions. I've got a couple of them I've gotten written down. I get a lot of the same questions over and over again. Instead of just answering them, if I see enough of the same questions, sometimes I'll actually do a video and address them in it to maybe help you out as well. Now, just to let you know, I've been doing online business now since it was the last week of October of 2014. I was as green can be. I came into online business. My little boy had $11,000 worth of medical bills. Had only spent 1 week in the hospital, wasn't sure what was going on. And, you know, being a single full-time dad, working 65 hours a week in a restaurant, I came home looking at potentially what can I do to make some extra money. I'd never been financially really strapped or anything. You know, I'd always had my restaurant to fall back on, being the general manager and blah, 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 you know, for all these years, 26 years of restaurants. But when those medical bills hit, it really got me starting to think that anything can happen, you know. So thank God my little boy got better. He takes medicine. He probably take for the rest of his life, to be perfectly honest. But, you know, it's something that we can manage for sure. But it did get me starting to look online. And the very first business I got into probably wasn't the best one, but it was really simple. And it got my gears turning. I couldn't sleep at night. I laid in bed, you know, and just I had to jump up and go check here. Hey, I wonder what happened if I did this. I had so many things going on in my mind, and the burn in my stomach was getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and I didn't have a sponsor. So I kind of, you know, I was running off the excitement and enthusiasm. And so I was trying to learn what I needed to learn. I was so excited about it. And so that was my day one first business. And it's still, you know, it's very legit, not taking anything from it. It's just, it wasn't big money, you know what I'm saying? But I went number one on the leaderboard for that. I was getting 300 to 350 members a month into that business, and I stayed number one. Once I reached number one, I stayed that way until I left that business, because I'd seen other people, which I knew I was a pretty good marketer, making money that was more than me and wasn't getting the results I was getting for that business. So I knew it was time to move on. So one of my questions, y'all, now I will tell you, right now at this very moment, Newbies On Fire is my primary business. Y'all, I have gotten, good gracious, how many videos now for Newbies On Fire? Give me 2 seconds and I'll show you here. I've gotten, I think, about 30, maybe 35 videos. All these are Newbies On Fire right here. So it goes all the way back for, it says 3 months now. That was not actually Newbies. That was my very first Newbies On Fire, so 2 months ago. So I've gotten a little over 30 videos that I've created for it. When I first get into a business, what I want to do is I want to go for keywords. I'm the type of person that I've got to believe in the business or I cannot do it. So for me, it's finding a business that I'm excited about. I take and put notes on the business itself, what makes it good, bullet points, and then I try to get comfortable with it. And usually excitement, y'all. Anytime you come into a business, you know, you want to take off, but just like everybody, it does not change. On day one, I don't have any commissions to run with, right? So all this right here, even though you can look at this and say, oh, that'd be great to have, blah, blah, blah. Well, I didn't have these to start off with. So what I have learned is excitement and enthusiasm can do so much for you when you first come into a business. And a lot of y'all, this is the exact same time that you're standing back, not doing anything, and then the excitement and enthusiasm starts to go away. You know, my number one video right now for Newbies On Fire, believe it or not, y'all, out of YouTube, you know, was my very first video right here. Now, of course, I only had one commission in that video because I'd only been in for a few hours, right? Yet, it still stayed number one or in the top 3 constantly the entire time. And a lot of that's got to do, it was a good video. I was excited about it. People could tell I was excited. It was my very first video for the business. The only problem I ever have when I change gears from one business to another, even though I'm excited about it, you get so used to talking about an owner of, you know, this business here or something like this, you know. And when you try to go to another one, it always seems like I get stumbled up when I'm trying to remember the owner's name. I don't think that happened in this one because I knew Miss Christina Hooper from other businesses, but it does seem to be one of those things I have. So to answer the question right here, y'all, do I do other businesses and why do I do them? Yes, there are other businesses I do, and I'm going to show them to you real quick and explain why. Mobilbizopp, y'all, was the business I was doing full time right before I came into Newbies On Fire. Not taking anything away from Mobilbizopp, I really love a one-up system, and I had already pretty much sitting at YouTube where I needed to be sitting at. Now, let me show you what I mean when I say sitting here. Let me go to Mobilbizopp right here. Let's see if I can't show you. Okay, I'm the #1 video. I'm the #3 video, #4 video. And it's a little glitchy right now. Hold on, just a second. Sorry about that. Did I go past them? Yeah, but I've got 15 videos plus right here for just Mobilbizopp, and all of them seem to be sitting pretty good. Top channel for this search is Shawn, Powell, my buddy Troy, and then Kelly and Jonathan, who are also in this business. So for me to continue to make videos for Mobilbizopp when I'm sitting #1, it kind of becomes, counterproductive. I'm sitting where I needed to be at in this business. Mobilbizopp, just to let you know, y'all, what made me a little different is, and every one of these green ones means that they are qualified people. I've made $200 and I qualified them. What made me a little different in Mobilbizopp and what made me stand out is I put the first member in for all of my team, every one of them. Now, I actually started doing this in 2016 for another business that I'm still part of. It's called Exodus Elite. I do still make commissions with Exodus Elite. Mobilbizopp, I actually have a guy coming in today I've already talked to just a few minutes ago. It's going to be a $200 commission, and again, I'm going to put my first person in underneath him as well, and and just like Honor, continue to do what what I've been doing the whole time. So Mobilbizopp, it's not my primary business. It's a solid business. One of the best things about Mobilbizopp, to be perfectly honest, is Paul Farman is a good guy. He does the voiceover for it. One of the best things you can do inside of an actual V card is what they're called. So let's say that somebody came here, or you gave out your phone number, right? So I've got 2 phone numbers that are listed, and then I fill out one of these, so it has my picture of me and my little boy, telling them to call me, giving them text me if they like. They can actually, there's so much more information up here that has links to my YouTube channel. This is actually on day before we even started the business. So he's added more. You can go to your email. There's just so much that's available for people inside this. Let me see if mine isn't up here. Okay, here's my V card right here, just so you know what it looks like. So this is a picture of me and my little boy. Contact me before signing up. I'll put your first member in for you. That's my phone number, and then that's my email right here. Visit my website, email me, Facebook, YouTube, and it goes right here. Now, I can put this for any business. So if I wanted to set this number up right now to go for Newbies on Fire, I could easily do that and then give people a number itself. What it's really doing, y'all, is it's sending a text message to people's phones. And because so many people use their phones itself, and every text message, over 90% of them are read, or 93% are read, 90% of them are read in the first few minutes. So it lets you know that it's a viable source for getting out to people. So by using that, I could have people connecting with me. It's almost like, in a sense, a follow-up email. You could even go as far as having a video right here. And I'm not going to make this whole thing on Mobilbizopp. I just want you to understand what the business is actually for, and the kind of money that I've made with it has been really good. Now, Press 1 Cash was really the first one I came into that was a one-up system other than Exodus Elite back in 2016. Exodus Elite, Paul Stevenson's the owner, is a great business. I wound up making over $40,000 in the first 30 days. Changed my life. Took a lot of stress off of. I could make videos when I felt like making them. Having a lot of money in the bank, paying bills off and stuff of that nature. It was really, really nice. And none of my downline ever got hurt, ever, or me, in a one-up system, and it's still legit, and it's still running, and it's been, almost 6 years, or 6 years now. So Press 1 Cash was the first. I decided in 2018 that I was going to start focusing at only one-up systems as my primary businesses, because my downline don't get hurt. We get paid immediately. We get to pick how we want to get paid, just like Newbies on Fire, just like Mobilbizopp. So Press One Cash was the first one that came into it. I made about $30,000 pretty quick. Every one of these green ones are people that I've qualified. And if you notice my line goes way out there, it's because I put people underneath each other. I had the highest ratio in the entire company by what I did, for my downline. Now, I would love to be able to do something like that with Newbies on Fire, but it's not possible with the first one going to you, and the second and the fourth one are actually pass-ups, and the system takes care of it for you. It becomes really, for me to try to fill in gaps, it's just not possible. So for Newbies on Fire, what I decided to do was I was really going to put a lot of work into the training itself. So I created 3 generations to make me stand out. There's 3 different leaders. Adriana is one of them. Kelly and Jonathan is Generation 2, which is locked at the $25 level. Generation 3 has got me, and I've put a couple of videos here, but this is the cheapest level. Can't unlock everything. But I wound up putting, I think I've got 19 or 20 videos that I went back and picked that I thought were really good at certain things, so that people have access to it. So you've got 3 leaders that are 6-figure earners that have been free from a job for 3 years, one for 4 years, one for 5 years. I've been the longest. I thought that was about the best thing I could do. So that's what I wound up doing with it. So, but where did Mobilbizopp come from? It came from Press One Cash, where I decided to start putting the first member in for them. Access Elite is awesome. The admin fee is $2.99 a year, and there were $1,000 commissions. It's really a $1,000 business. To be perfectly honest, I was very happy with that, and I'm still up to date right now, and I still get people that sign up. But with Newbies on Fire, for the $97 one-time admin fee, and to be able to make $1,000 commissions, or $50 one-time, and then the $500 commissions, and the lower levels come with them, the second and the fourth pass-up, it just becomes a big no-brainer that that's the business that you probably want to go with. And I'm not taking anything from Paul Stevenson. The man's great, or the business itself. It's just Newbies on Fire is hot. It's newer. It's going to be around for a long time. Anyone up that does not pay you directly has got potential to be around for many years, and I would highly suggest you jumping on one that you're excited about. Now, with that being said, I do have one more business I do, y'all. I'm only going to answer 2 questions here just to let you know. So that's why I'm focusing on this. This is one I get asked all the time. I had to have a business that allowed me to make landing pages, sales pages, take care of my emails for me, email campaigns, if I choose to use them for certain businesses. And also, all my training right here, my training page I created here, allows me to go down here and actually create, I've got, it says reconnect right here. I'm not going to connect it right now, but this is just shows me that I can make, chat boxes at the bottom for all my teams and their members and stuff like that. So for me to have access to all this, the number one thing that I had learned that a person can do in any business is to brand themselves into a business. So I want to show you. The business is called Power Lead Systems. I've been with them since February of 2015. It had everything to do with how I got free from a job. It has been the answer to everything from Access Elite, any other businesses I've done, Press One Cash, any of them, y'all. I wound up using Mobilbizopp, Power Lead Systems by itself, right on up, y'all. And again, why am I not making Power Lead Systems videos at this moment? I'm going to show you Mobilbizopp. You saw where I was sitting at, right? Well, let's see where I'm at for Power Lead Systems. And I was the top producer for Mobilbizopp. So I'm still the #1 video for right here. So again, and I wound up getting some decent signups. I got like 3 in the last few days or something. But even if I wasn't making any money with Power Lead Systems, even if that was reality, I'm still okay because they could sign me up for the next 5 years in Power Lead Systems because I wind up needing this to brand me into everything I do. Now let me show you. This is another page. This is my actual sales page I created for Newbies on Fire. Life-changing income. This is something I knew I tried to make on this page. I thought it was pretty cool. I teach myself how to make buttons and stuff like that, I made this one too to, kind of stands out right here, changes on me. This is me showing updates to it, and this is what I wound up doing, y'all. Explain everything, all the bullet points, what makes it good. So Newbies On Fire plus the big gift I'm giving you, 3 generations equals success. And I let them connect directly with me right here. Message me on Facebook. There's nothing I can't put down in here that I feel necessary. And the number one thing, more than anything else, is people are connecting with me every step of the way. Why am I doing videos? Because there's no stronger aspect for someone to connect with you than in a video. If my follow-up email is a picture of me and my little boy, you know, and if you look at this picture right here, it's a small one right here, but this is right here. I send that, or a video or a picture of me and my little boy, because I want people to connect with me in the video. I want them to connect with me in the follow-up email. I want them to connect with me on my timeline. My timeline is ate up with proof, progress, welcome, congratulate, uplift, pictures of my daily life and stuff like that, y'all. That's everything that I want. I want people to connect with me, and they see me in the Facebook group. There's no trickery. There's no hiding what I do. I've been number 1, number 2 in the world. I've made really some incredible income, you know, using Facebook or using, you know, YouTube, or both together. But what I have learned is allowing people to connect with me every step of the way has a big part of what, you know, my success in all the businesses. So here's one I made where this is actually a capture page. And so you want a business that's really out of this world. Well, this is the business you have been searching for. And it goes down here, and this is my own art. This is me creating. I found the background. I added this in it. I put the video in it. So again, so what are people doing? They're going to YouTube. They watch a video. They came here to this you know, sales page or capture page, put in their information, so I have access to them, you know, from email as well. And they connect with me again here in just a small video. And, you know, this is another page I created that has proofs of income on it. This is what I give to my team. Anybody comes at Newbies On Fire, their ad bodies, blah, blah, blah. So Power Lead Systems wound up being my backbone business to everything I do. Every Wednesday, and seriously, I should have shown this, I should have brought this up. But every week since February of 2015, I've gotten paid every week, and they're all over $100 plus commissions. I've made thousands, $2,000 to $3,000. I've had $1,000 days inside of Power Lead Systems, and yet I have never really pushed it as a primary business. I have always pushed it as the answer to my primary businesses and what I'm doing, and by using my tools itself. So I'm using Power Lead Systems for what it's made for. I actually do training for the company. The biggest commission is a $1,000 commission inside of inside of Power Lead Systems, and I was actually chosen to be one of the leaders to do the training for it as well. And so I have quite a few videos in it also. It's called Master Traffic Institute is actually what it is. Okay, so you know the businesses, Power Lead Systems, y'all. I'll never end working with them. You know, I had a downline this week that wound up getting 2 diamonds into his business. Let me show you real quick. And I congratulate people, man. To me, Power Lead Systems, Neil Geis and Michael Price, they're as upstanding people as you're ever going to find. This is my timeline right here, just showing you, you know, some things I post. This is me congratulating Earl coming in at the advanced level yesterday evening, 16 hours ago, or yesterday. Here's my newest YouTube video for Newbies On Fire, me congratulating Bob Driscoll for going elite, the $500 level. It's my primary business, so this is where most of my attention is going to be. But this is Thomas Madden, been with me for years, you know, in Power Lead Systems. PLS is what you might see it called sometimes. And he brought in 2 new diamonds this week. So, you know, I love the business. It's one of those businesses that if I sit down and mash record, I can breathe it. You see what I'm saying? I'm so comfortable with it. I know what it's done for me. It has made me, it's changed my life. And even though I do make really good commissions, every Wednesday is like clockwork. I've never had a week that I don't get paid for years, and that's priceless. I've had times where I used to do primary businesses that would fall apart before I started doing these one-up systems and have that taken away where I don't have to worry about it, where something would happen. And if it wasn't for my, you know, my secondary income coming in for Power Lead Systems, I might have had a hard time, you know, or anything's possible. So I owe so much to Power Lead Systems. And it's just being smart enough to know what I had in front of me and running with it. You know, is really what wound up meaning so much. And yes, it could easily stand alone by itself. So many people, you know, YouTube, a few minutes ago, I might have been the #1 video up there, but there's other people that are hammering away, you know, and I do the exact same thing every time I go into a business. If I'm going to focus at YouTube, and I want you to listen, y'all, here's some training right here. I try to do this in every video. I want you to pick one way that's comfortable for you, whatever's best for you, and just blow the freaking doors off of that business. If you do not believe in the business, if you're not excited about it, I wouldn't do it. I don't care what it is. And because, I mean, can you picture me, y'all? I've made hundreds. I've made over 1,100 videos for YouTube, right? I've made hundreds of videos for Power Lead Systems. Can you imagine me doing a Power Lead Systems video if I didn't believe in it, y'all? I mean, let me show you down here. This is Power Lead Systems Training Center. If I match this right there, there's no telling how many. This goes back from 2 years right on up. I'm there. I've got so many videos back here, y'all. But I just want y'all to know that the game plan is still the same no matter what I'm doing. It's going to be find a business I believe in. I'm going to write the bullet points, what makes it great. Why did I want to join it? Why am I excited about it? Give people the big picture in my own words so they don't have to sit there and try to figure all this out themselves. That's what you can do. And then, you know, after that, y'all, I go for the keywords because I'm using YouTube. That's going to help me rank. Once I've got a business where I need to be sitting at, Press One Cash, I'm sitting good. Exodus Lead, I'm sitting good. At Mobilbizopp, then I really start to only fight my own self to some degree. You see what I'm saying? So if I'm sitting #1, #3, #4, at times in Power Lead Systems, out of the top 40, I was the top 20. I was in the 25 of the top 40. So who am I going against? You see what I'm saying? So that's my way. So when I come out with something like Newbies on Fire and I'm excited about it, as much as I loved Exodus Elite and it's been my $1,000 business, made me a lot of money, a lot of respect for the company and the owner. I'm telling you, he's a great man. These admin fees of $5 for Newbies on Fire, $10, $25, $50, $97 one time, and gets all these tools, 10,000 plus people in the Facebook group, access to the owner. Christina Hooper knows exactly what she's doing. She's put together stuff that we knew that, you know, she'd being a marketer, we knew that we wanted at such a ridiculous price, and the income is there, y'all. This is a real business that y'all seriously need to be taken seriously. You know what I'm saying? I mean, these are 500. I just about have as many $500 days as I do $25 or $500 commissions as I do the other ones, and people upgrade, y'all. Look at these 500, 500, 500, 500, 100, 100, you know, right on up. So if I was y'all, if you've been thinking about Newbies on Fire, I'm doing it as a primary right now for a reason. You know, and that's not going to change. Second question, y'all, and I get asked this quite a bit. You'd be surprised. Why do I wear clothes like I do at times in my videos? So I thought that with that question, it'd be adequate for me to actually wear my little tank top right here. I did restaurants for 26 years, and a good deal of that when I was younger, I was able to wear anything I wanted to wear. I enjoyed dressing up. You know, I wore khakis for so long. I think it was a decade before I actually wore, you know, blue jeans, if not longer than that. And so I had a lot of dressing up. The last 13 years, the last restaurant I did, majority of that time, I was not allowed to wear what I wanted to wear. And their outfit, you had to wear a white shirt. It was long sleeve, and it had a red and blue tie. It was horrible. I cannot stand to wear white. You will probably, if you go back and look at all 1,100 videos, unless I was still in a job and wearing that shirt because I hated it. I actually did that in a couple of videos because I told them how much I hated it. When I got free from a job, I actually took all my clothes. I suppose I turned it in, and I didn't. I actually set it on the floor and stomped on it. And, you know, so that was one of those things that really meant a lot to me to get away from it. So, a lot of y'all thinking you should dress professionally when you're doing the videos and stuff like that. Well, you know, I was professionally dressed for a long time. I wore clothes I didn't like wearing. I've got some awesome clothes I love, man. I really do. I've got some beautiful long sleeve shirts. Sometimes I might do videos in, stuff like that. Now, I love those dress shirts that, I don't have to wear a tie or anything. But for me, freedom was being able to quit wearing all that dress clothes. And my days, y'all, are so easy. Sometimes I'm sitting here with bunny slippers on. I can do videos in the pajamas with just a shirt, no shoes on. I'll go outside, cut grass, enjoy the day, and stuff like that. So if you really want to know the truth, I would not get hung up on anybody what they're wearing. I know people that are six-figure earners that's been for so long. This becomes part of their life. They're very comfortable with it. If you can find somebody who's wearing no shirt at all, join them. They're probably they're probably going to be the best people in the world to follow. But it is amazing how often I actually get that question asked. So it was something I thought I'd bring up. All right, y'all. I know this wasn't a review or anything on Newbies on Fire. I hope you don't think I was trying to push Mobilbizopp. I wasn't, or Press One Cash. But I will tell you, the reason I went from Press One Cash to Mobilbizopp is it was a huge upgrade. To be able to have them V cards, 2 phone numbers, twice as many, everything, for the exact same $200, $97 one-time admin fee, and I was putting the person in for them anyhow, it just became a smarter business to go with. But not to take anything away from Press One Cash, y'all, I wound up making, I think, if I'm not mistaken, about $30,000. And Press One Cash, Mobilbizopp took off extremely well the exact same way. Being able to have this right here, I think, is pretty powerful. Do I still make commissions? Yes. I make commissions from Exodus Elite. I constantly get people into Power Lead systems. My downline getting paid. I get paid commissions when my downline gets paid. So I'm very happy with Power Lead systems, and that won't ever change. So that being said, y'all, if you are interested in jumping in Newbies on Fire or one of the other ones for whatever the reason may be, you can leave a comment down below if you like. I just thought I'd address some of the issues and questions that I get asked on a regular basis, and maybe why do I do Power Lead systems? What does it mean for me? How does it help me in my Newbies on Fire business? And that's what this is about. All right, y'all. Sign up at minimum at Newbies on Fire if you haven't already. I've got the best training in the entire company. This one, the Shawn Powell's Mega Swipe File, you're going to get that just for signing up right by itself. I'm going to welcome you and congratulate you into the Bait Down Facebook group as soon as you get a package. Plus, I don't care what package you get, to be perfectly honest. Any level will be fun. And then I have a private Facebook chat that I've got just for the members itself, and we'll add you in that, and you'll have access to me and the other members all the time. So if you need anything else, let me know, and I look forward to seeing you in the Facebook groups. Appreciate it.